Of course, I myself, one second here, sorry, AVP for enrollment management, and me and my team, we look after and handle our graduate and transfer populations. Maria Iniguez is our freshman admissions specialist, and she serves to help onboard incoming first-year freshman students to Brenau University. My counterpart is Radina Poole. She is also AVP of Enrollment Management and oversees her and her team. They oversee our freshman first-year student recruitment. And then Jordan Anderson is our Director of International Students. Jordan Anderson serves to help align and collect documents needed to process student visas for the United States and for Brenau University. And so once students complete their application, we determine admissibility in the admissions office. And then at that point, the handshake happens with Jordan Anderson and her team to then touch base with students to let them know what's outstanding to complete for their visa applications. So quickly this morning or this evening, wherever you're at, we're going to do Brenau at a glance. I'll cover our colleges and program offerings, and then scholarship and merit awards. So Brenau at a glance, we were founded in 1878. We essentially have 3 points of entry to Brenau University. We have a women's college, and Brenau University was originally founded as a women's college in 1878. We still retain a women's college, although all of our programs are coeducational, as well as we have men that live on campus as well. So our second point of entry there is our coeducational undergraduate school. The differences between the women's college and our coeducational programs are that women that are part of our undergraduate programs, day programs here at our historic Gainesville campus, have additional programming in place that deal with women in leadership in the 21st century, opportunities of advancement, contributing globally. So it's a very unique curriculum structure, additional structure that's added for women that are part of that program. And then we also have our Sidney O. Smith Jr. Graduate School for our programs, both for master's and doctoral level. That is the unique gold program for the Women College, teaching leadership in the 21st century that I just alluded to. Our programs are coeducational, and you can take solace in recognizing that Brenau University, our degree, has regional accreditation status here in the United States. And so what that means for students is that should they transfer classes to another institution within the United States, those classes, that degree will transfer seamlessly. One of the unique aspects of Brenau University, I think, is our 11-to-1 student-teacher ratio. We are a small to medium-sized private university steeped in the liberal arts, and that smaller student-teacher ratio allows our faculty to engage with students, allows for good peer-to-peer interaction. They're not lost in the crowd. They don't become another number. And that makes the Brenau experience very unique for a student. They have that connection throughout the tenure of their degree and program. Some of our points of pride, we offer a catering and nurturing environment in all of our platforms. I would say that that is one of the most recurring themes and descriptive words used when we ask students about their Brenau experience, is that they say it's a nurturing environment. We have nearly 50 student-run clubs and organizations here on campus, so there's ample opportunity for students to develop leadership opportunities and their skill set. We have 14 NAIA athletic teams for the Women's College. We have experienced faculty with focus on quality matter standards that use an innovative teaching method for student engagement. So what's important about Brenau for you all to know, and what I think one of the competitive advantages that we have when we talk about other institutions that may offer very similar programs, is that here at Brenau, we believe in immersion, and it's learning by doing. For instance, our programs in education Their second semester students are beginning to get their observation hours in a classroom at a local elementary school or high school. For our health sciences, by the end of their sophomore year, first part of their junior year, they are taking observation hours for their nursing program at local Atlanta hospitals. And in our graduate programs, what many schools delay to their second year or third year, by their second semester, they are doing their observation hours and clinical rotations. And so that is an ethos that we have throughout our entire listing of programs, is that we want students not to learn from book knowledge, but we want them to learn from experiences. And that, again, that student to teacher ratio allows for those experiences to happen in a fashion to where they're supported. We have 24-hour campus security 7 days a week at all of our campus sites. So our security remains on call for students, even if they want escorts to their car or across campus. And so even here at our historic Gainesville campus, we offer security at several locations. Because we're an older historic campus, we're spread out. And so students are walking a ways to get to classes. And most of them are in the day. So rarely are they out at night, but should a student need would like to request an escort to another part of campus and it's late at night, security can certainly take care of that for them. Our historic campus is located adjacent to one of the top ranked hospitals. So we have great access to health care and health services. We are literally adjacent to Northeast Georgia Medical Center. That is one of the top ranked hospitals here in Northeast Georgia. Location, the best of both worlds. We're located 1 hour northeast of downtown Atlanta, Georgia, in Hartsfield International Airport. We are 45 minutes to Chattahoochee National Forest. So there's beautiful scenery and mountains for hiking and biking and boating and fishing. And our historic campus is located near the largest man-made lake in the Southeast, and that is Lake Lanier. That offers a lot of great resort type activities and lounging at the lake and water skiing. So it's a great place to live and to study. So the first college that we have 4 colleges here at Brenau. Our first is the College of Business and Communication. All of our programs within our business degree or within our College of Education have ACBSP accreditation. So that is an additional program accreditation that is globally recognized. And so in addition to our regional accreditation status for the university, our programs within the College of Business have this additional accreditation that students can take pride in. Areas of opportunity for study at the undergraduate level are accounting, business, finance, healthcare administration, HR management, marketing, and organizational leadership. Our second college is our College of Education, where we offer elementary education, middle grades education, and in middle grades, there are 2 areas of concentration that students have to select from, and it's basically 2 of 4 or 2 of 5 choices: language arts, social studies, math, or science, and then offer special education. I think one point of pride that we have for our education students is that we have a 100% placement rate for our domestic students that pursue undergraduate degrees in education. And so we have a great connection with our local schools and leadership that allow those kind of preceptor opportunities, class observation, teaching hours to take place here locally. Our third college is our Ivester College of Health Sciences, where at an undergraduate level, we offer biology, health science degree, health science pre-occupational therapy, and psychology. Currently, we offer a nursing program and have had a robust nursing program for many years. And as it relates for international students, that is something that our director of nursing is currently investigating. Because the nursing program requires state licensure and pass rates, Currently, right now, it's not open to international students, but it's definitely something that we are investigating. For our Ivester College of Health Sciences, we have several program accreditations, both for occupational therapy, physical therapy, physician assistant studies program, our nursing program that I just mentioned, as well as our psychology program. Lastly, our College of Fine Arts and Humanities. Within this college, we offer several areas of study: conflict resolution and media studies, dance, English, fashion design, and fashion merchandising. And those are two distinct degree programs. History and political science, interior design, which has an additional program accreditation through the Council for Interior Design accreditation, what we call CETA, music, studio art, and theater. And I have to say our theater program is a very exciting program to be a part of, and has been ranked as one of the best alliances. We have an alliance with Gainesville Theater Alliance, we call GTA. It's a 35-year collaboration that we've had with the organization. And that collaboration has allowed us to have put on some incredible performances, both for theater as well as dance. But there are an average of at least 2 to 3 shows every semester, 2 main shows each year, academic year, one in the fall, one in the spring, and then sprinkled in between those shows are smaller works of theater or dance. We do the Nutcracker, our dance program does a Nutcracker every November, and then they do a storybook fairy tale dance presentation in the spring. And the sets are amazing. We have a historic theater that all these performances take place in called the Pierce Auditorium, which was built in 1898. And it is a beautiful spectacle and great place for students to showcase their talent. So all of our undergraduate students, freshmen, first year, or transfers are available for scholarship and merit award considerations. Those are based on GPA achievement. Transfer minimum GPA is going to be a 2.5 cumulative GPA, and then freshman minimum GPA 2.75. Scholarship amounts can range anywhere from $4,800 to $15,000 US per year, and that is depending on their GPA and housing status. The award amounts are, what also makes Brenau unique is that our award amounts are the same both for freshman first year students as well as transfer students. Scholarships are renewable, provided that their GPA requirements are met and maintained through the tenure of their program. Academic scholarships are for undergraduate study only as well. So the application process, I'm not going to go through that because you have the Accelerate platform. Again, all of the English proficiency and requirements can be seen through your portal there. So I'm going to skip that process. As well as tuition and fees. Here's a quick listing of our tuition for residential, $15,500 per semester, plus housing meal plan, bringing up your total per semester at $22,365. To that, we add per semester $650 cost of living expense, and that is added for our international students for sundry expenses. This is also not considering any scholarship amounts that may be applied towards these amounts as well. Okay, so I have a video.
I think that Brenau,
you might just need to
so many opportunities.
Can you hear the
change.
sound?
Can hear the sound, can't see the video.
Oh, you can't see the video. Okay, all right. 1 second. Can you see the video now? Excellent.
I think that Brenau opens the door to so many opportunities. They can be anything they want. It's all right there for the taking.
I don't see the world in black and white or in color. I see the world as poetry.
My biggest passions are music and theater, and the first time I got on stage, the curtain opened. It's just the most amazing thing in the world.
How I came across medicine was one of those things I never thought of before until I started researching it and actually being involved in it. And through that involvement that I realized I was in the right place.
When I was 9 years old, I remember asking my grandparents that year for a briefcase for my birthday. Opened that gift with such excitement and joy. I was climbing the corporate ladder as quickly as I could and created a brand called Southern Proper. And since then, it's grown to be a national lifestyle brand.
I found out about Brenau University through the Southeastern Theater Conference. They have the best theater program in the Southeast. We get to do 8 shows a year and 2 musicals, 1 each semester, which allowed me to get professional jobs.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I got diagnosed with dyslexia. I love writing. When I was 15, I published my first book, and I'm working on my 3rd, and the name of it is Lessons from the Wise.
When my husband was sick and then passed away, he asked me to learn everything I could about the business. I realized that I had quite a challenge, and I often think about what Brenau gave me to make myself meet those challenges.
When I was a business major at Brenau, they really helped me define that the little things can make the biggest difference. Business is in the details, our brand is in the details, Brenau is in the details.
They have a great reputation for graduating great nurses, and that was probably the biggest drive sending me to Brenau University.
I picked conflict resolution as my major because I want to speak for the ones who can't and hopefully become this powerful person from Brenau University.
Brenau es la perfecta opción para estudiantes internacionales porque te hacen sentir como en casa siempre, así que no vas a estar sola nunca.
Dream in life is to watch my family grow up. I'm very supportive of them. They're very proud of the career change that I have made. I'm paralleling the two to be able to become a great registered nurse one day.
I truly would love to be on Fortune 500's list one day.
Desde chica siempre me llamó la atención cómo los interiores estaban decorados. Me encantaba mirar cómo las casas estaban decoradas. Brenau me dio la oportunidad de poder descubrir cuán creativa soy y descubrir que puedo hacer muchas cosas grandes.
My dream is to do a role that's never been done before by anyone.
I'm really excited to start Spanish. Just because you're dyslexic doesn't mean that you can't learn another language. Inspire the younger generation. If I can do it, you can do it.
Thank you, Nathan. That was a really great presentation and a really great way to end with that video. I don't think there's anything better than hearing from the students. I don't think there's any better promotional material than that. Just while we give everyone a minute to think about any questions that they would like to put in the chat box or Q&A, just for me, the things in summary that I gained from that presentation was that the campus is very secure, it's safe, beautiful location, which is fantastic. That looked absolutely beautiful. The accreditation that you have, that is really important, and the fact that that's global. The learning by doing is really important to note. The 4 different colleges. That point, I know that we'll probably be chasing you up on seeing how that nursing goes. I know that is a popular course. So I'll definitely be following up to see if that is something that can be available to the students. It's great that there are scholarships that are available to the students based on their GPA, and that it's renewable scholarships as well. So the English, that is English requirements is so a minimum of 2.75 for the GPA, a 497 for TOEFL, and for the advanced diploma, a 5.5 IELTS score. Do you accept Duolingo?
We do.
You
Yeah,
do.
minimum score for Duolingo is 86.
86, yep. Right, so we can probably add that. I don't think we have that on the campus landing page, so I'll make sure that we note that
Perfect.
Duolingo is there as well. Just a question from myself before we go in, with regards to the COVID situation there, and I know that it's a very safe and secure campus, but just interested to see how Brenau is and the states are going with COVID and the measures, and do students have to be vaccinated to go there, or can they?
Well,
all the really
it's not. Yeah, it's not a requirement, but you know, it is something that we would recommend for students, just for their safety, not only for them, but also, you know, for the safety and security of other students as well. But it's not a requirement. Our current pandemic COVID policies are going to be modified July 22nd, where students, staff, faculty that have received vaccinations do not have to social distance nor wear masks. And those that have not received vaccinations, we are requesting that they do wear masks if possible. And then we're leaving it up to the comfort level of those that are vaccinated, that if they do want to wear masks, they're certainly welcome to. But we've never had a requirement.
Okay, great.
And I noticed there was, I don't know, did you want me to answer the Q&As, or do we?
Yeah, I
right
mean,
now?
either Emma and I can read them out, or if you're comfortable going through them, whatever's comfortable.
Yeah, I can go through them. I see them right here. So good question on the scholarships GPA. Yeah, the scholarships are based on the student's GPA achievement. We are SAT, SC, and ACT test optional. So as an institution, we are test optional. We do not require the SAT or ACT scores. That is purely up to the discernment of an applicant. If they want to submit scores, certainly, because I would say that those scores can also help us ascertain English proficiency level, as well as math placement, especially as a first-year student. Also note too, that if a student has 30 semester hours or more of college coursework, we do not require high school transcripts, only college. Do you award full ride scholarships to undergraduate students? Not full rides. I would say that there is an opportunity in when we talked about scholarships, the other area of additional scholarshiping opportunity for international students would be athletics for our women's college teams. And so any athletic scholarship that would be awarded would be on top of whatever merit award would be awarded for a student as well. So that's a great benefit for many students that are international. A question of how much fund required to show for I-20. So Jordan Anderson, our director of international students, before scholarships are applied, she likes to see $46,030 for a bank statement. That is for a full year's tuition. So that is going to include both fall and spring, or spring and fall. So that's going to be the ideal amount. That does include the buffer for ancillary living expenses as well. Okay. Application fee, Francesca. I know for Brenau we don't have one, and there's not one on the site, correct?
Yep, there's no application fee.
No application fee.
Good news.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Tuition fee for MS. So currently right now, we're not broaching graduate level programs. I think for right now, we're focusing on undergraduate. Tuition for our business analytics programs typically is going to be though at that $755 per credit hour, which is most of our business programs are right at that level. Do we have a master's in automotive or automobile engineering? No, we do not. We again are going to be primarily a liberal arts based institution, but we do have strong programs in health sciences, but nothing in terms of engineering yet.
Okay, I think we've got some in the chat box as well. So I think from Soreen, that one has been answered, how much fund required to show for the I-20. So we went through that one. I guess on top of that though, Nathan, what is the deposit required?
Yeah, good point. So for students that are admitted to our day-based programs, they do require a $200 deposit to secure their spot in class.
Mm-hmm.
That does go towards your tuition as well. So that it's not lost or goes in some slush fund somewhere. That is something that applies directly towards tuition.
Okay, great.
Turnaround time for I-20. I know that Jordan typically looks at 30 days really is kind of the optimal time. If we can try to have completed files 30 days before class start, that is ideal. Now, it's not to say that we can rush and push things through, but really the safest, most conservative estimate we could give would be 30 to 45 days. Scholarships open for graduate students, currently not at this time.
Okay. Another question that I have in regards to intakes. So I guess for offshore, the fall of 21 is closed. What about transfer students that may be onshore, or is offshore still open? Just to give the agents an idea.
Yeah, actually, everything's still open for fall 21.
Right.
We can intake both freshman first year as well as transfer.
Mm-hmm. Great. And then the next intake after that would be spring?
Correct, January.
Yep, January. Great.
Yep.
So all still open. And
we are a rolling admissions office, so we don't have application deadlines at the undergraduate day level. Obviously, for many of our graduate programs, which really isn't under consideration for this meeting, there are obviously program deadlines there, but not for undergraduate.
Okay, great. I think we jump back to Q&A.
Yep. We do like for students to live on campus if possible, or if they do have family members in the Atlanta area or Gainesville area, and that can be verified for the safety and security of those students. We would allow them to live with family, but it has to be shown that there are family members and that they're related. But our preference would be for them to live on campus. SAT, ACT optional or required for admission purpose. Yeah, again, we are test optional, so not required for admission.
Nathan, in regards to admissions, does Brenau do conditional offer letters? So if something is pending, say an IELTS test is on its way or hasn't quite been done, would you offer a conditional offer for that?
I think we would do a case-by-case basis. As standard, it would be an exception to our policy, and that is because of how I-20s, what we have to present to the government typically is full acceptance and admission to a program for issuance of a visa. But I think we can do some one-off case-by-case issues. If there's something that's outstanding, we can certainly work with an agent and or student to matriculate.
Thanks.
Let's see, how many international students do we have? So currently, every For the past 8 years, we've had a very large contingency from China. We have a partner school in the Anhui province, and we typically would matriculate anywhere from 40 to 55 students for undergraduate programs, primarily in 3 areas: education, interior design, and English. Last year, when the pandemic broke out, we had to move that particular cohort to an online modality. And so that took a big hit to the number of international students we have on campus. With that said, even though they represent the largest contingency country-wise for our international student population, we have a good number of international students for our athletic programs from Brazil, throughout South America, also from Western Europe. We have a good number of students from Aalborg University, Denmark, where we have an exchange program. And once things open back up as well, in addition, opportunities for our students, both domestic and international, our summer, they do summer trips that they get credit for various programs to various parts of the globe. So for instance, our fashion design, interior design, fine art students, every other year will go to Western Europe. They've been to Scotland, London, Paris, to study interior design, architecture, fashion, and then every other year it's flip-flop with our health science biology students to take trips to Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, where they do biosphere studies on the beach and in the jungle. Very unique opportunities there.
There's a couple more that have come through the Q&A there for you, Nathan.
Okay. So internship opportunity after graduation. Yeah, our departments and program directors work very hard to build relationships with local firms, companies, health clinics, to offer internship opportunities while students are studying at Brenau University. It's a very important component, especially for our business students. But even for our psychology students, Brenau is unique in that we offer public clinics that are open to the community for students to actually participate, get observation hours in, but serve the community. And so the community is able to use even their own insurance and receive psychological counseling through our counseling department here on campus. And those are opportunities for students to actually get their observation hours in and through. We do the same for our occupational therapy program, physical therapy program as well, where we have those clinics that are now open. They were closed temporarily because of the pandemic. Those are reopening back for the fall. And those are full service opportunities for the community. So individuals that need physical therapy are able to receive that here at Brenau University, and the students are able to participate in that too. TAT of I-20, I'm sorry, can you?
Turnaround time.
Turnaround time, okay, yeah. Yeah, I would say, again, that 30 to 45 day mark, I think is probably going to be a really good estimate. Let's see, after grade 12, how many years of study gap will accept? So there's really never been a standard for us to stay to really even consider a study gap. That's something that really we've never considered. So if there's a study gap, we realize life happens to a lot of students. And Brenau is unique in the sense that we've served non-traditional students since 1972. And so if students have a study gap after they graduate high school, and it's been a while since they've been in college, even after that, even if there's a study gap from their college till and they want to complete their degree, and maybe they want to complete that in the United States, that's certainly acceptable. Just note though, we do have an age requirement here on campus, and that's the age of 22. So if they are over the age of 22, they cannot live on campus. And so that could be a factor that could be a challenge for them in matriculating to Brenau. Any opportunity for CPT, OPT after graduation? So I would say yes, that's going to be between your advisor, the academic advisor, as well as the dean to set up those particular partnerships that we have with companies to facilitate those opportunities for students, but certainly an opportunity. Do you accept GED for admission to undergraduate course? We do. So if a student can provide passing GED score report, that meets our minimum standard of admissibility to Brenau. How active or involved are you in sports? As I understand, sports is a big part of the campus life in the US. Yeah, absolutely. And it's the same here at Brenau. Again, we have 14 NAIA, and NAIA, just so for those of you that don't know, that is an accreditation body for athletics. It is not quite at the NCAA level. NCAA deals with schools that are typically 10,000 or more, or 7,500 or more in total attendance first year full-time. And so NAIA typically focuses on smaller to medium-sized schools that are typically private in nature. And so that is kind of our governing body for athletics. And again, we have 14 teams: golf, swimming, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, softball, competitive cheerleading. Competitive cheers is a big one, as well as competitive dance. So, and we do have an athletic page that will list all of our upcoming sporting activities. And that's an important part of our campus too. And it's a great place for students to interact and attend together. So going to a soccer game or a basketball game is really a great highlight of living on campus. So there's always something to see and do here at Brenau for sure. Sports scholarships, yeah, absolutely. So as I alluded to before, what's unique about sports scholarships, the earlier the better, I would say, that a student can get connected with one of our coaches for the specified sport to ensure that, you know, our athletic department, and of course every team is going to have an allotment of scholarship monies available. And so the sooner that connection can be made with a coach, the better, before we have commits from other competitive athletes that are matriculating to Brenau. But the short answer is yes. And that would be, athletic scholarships would be on top of whatever merit award that a student would receive. So it's a great opportunity for international students.
Brilliant. I think there's always usually one that pops up right at the the last minute, which I love.
No worries.
So yeah, that was really great questions. So thank you to the Agent Network for your time and for joining us for this webinar. And again, thank you, Nathan. We really appreciate it. If there is any further need for a smaller Q&A session, we'll definitely reach out. So if the agents over time think about any more questions, or if there's a specific course, please reach out to your local regional Accelerate manager. And I'm sure Nathan will have no problem with jumping back on for a little bit to talk all about Brenau. So remember, you all have logins to Accelerate, so please jump in. As we said before, unfortunately, we will be removing the Jacksonville campus landing page, but the other ones are there. So please go through, have a look at the courses. Any questions that pop up, first point is to go to the FAQ document that we have on there. If it can't be answered there, then go to your local RM. And if they can't help you, then I'm here for you. So we'll get the RM to email me, and if I don't know, I'll go to you, Nathan. So we'll go down the line until we get it there. I have seen, Soren, of course, we will definitely share this PowerPoint presentation. The slides and the recording will be either in the training tab or the marketing material tab on that campus landing page. So I will definitely share that with everyone. But thank you, everyone. Please take care out there, wherever you are. This dreaded COVID is still around, so please stay safe. And thank you again, Nathan.
Thank you for the opportunity. Nice to chat and meet everyone.
Yeah. Excellent. We'll chat
Bye-bye.
again soon. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.